activity. Wouldn't call it a power yoga, but there's definitely some power moves coming up and some deep stretches at the end. So we have a 75-minute class for you today. And let's start sitting in a comfortable seated position. It doesn't have to look like this, it's whatever that means to you. Focus now just on your breathing. We want to increase our breath. We want to feed our muscles just what they need to go a little further for us, move a little deeper, work a little harder, and give them just the fuel that they need. Big inhales, and then fully exhale so that you can take another deep breath in. Fill the lungs, fill the abdomen, feel it grow, and then as you exhale, gently pull the navel to the spine just a tiny bit. Scan your body, and then pay close attention to the neck. We're going to elongate the neck by pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. And throughout the class and throughout your day, try to keep distance between your shoulders and your ears. We have a tendency to hunch a lot, creating a lot of tension in the body. So this is the first point of relaxation. Long neck, shoulders down. Try to keep the chin neutral, so not up or down. And then focus on the lower back here. We're going to bring our fingertips to the floor and press into the floor until your arms are straight. And feel how that just takes all the weight off the lower back. Let's roll the shoulders back a little bit, chest forward, and breathe deeply. See if you can find a rhythm with your breath. Start to coordinate breath and movement. So when you inhale, arms come up and lengthen the whole body. When you exhale, bring your arms down, pressing palms as if you're pressing something heavy, and bring chin to chest. So either match your breath to your movement or your movement to the breath, but inhaling and rising, exhaling and coming down, and now feel free to go at whatever pace is inviting to you. You can be going faster or slower, whatever feels right. But big breath coordinated with the movement, lengthening and relaxing. The next time your hands are down, let's stay there for a moment. And then bring our hands to our shins, pressing into the shins to help us arch the back. Shoulders away from ears, chest pushes forward, and we shift our gaze up a little bit. And then fall back using only your hands to hold you up. So if you let go, you would fall back. Pull the navel to the spine, chin to chest, rounding the back. And then adjust. And what we're trying to find here is a nice stretch in the neck and shoulders. Now press into the shins and push your chest forward and arch. As you inhale, as you exhale, fall back into that rounded back. And once again, we invite you to go as fast or as slow as you like, but coordinating breath and movement. Every time we come up, we push into the shins, arch and inhale and gaze up a little bit, keeping shoulders away from the ears. Every time we exhale, we fall back, bring chin to chest, rounding. Start to exaggerate the arching a little bit more, starting to tip forward at the hips. Aiming your navel for your ankles, your chest for the floor. Start to move into a forward fold. And then when you can't go any further, bring your hands to the floor. Drop the head, relax the neck and shoulders. Take a big deep inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can come a little further or just relax a little bit more. Now walk the hands in. Whatever leg you have in front doesn't matter, but we're going to change it because the one in the front gets a little bit of a deeper stretch on the outside of the leg. We're going to reset the spine. Take the left arm up, line it up with your ear, and then lean and push into the right hand, pushing into your left hip. Now, this arm, we're going to lengthen it. We want the curve to be in the spine, not the arm. So reach, and for a little more intensity, bend the right elbow, bringing it as close to the floor as you like, pushing the shoulder away from the ear. If you like the rotation, we're just going to shift the left shoulder back, aiming our chest for the ceiling. And then bring the shoulder forward, chest to thighs, forehead towards the knee, dropping the hand across. Now relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift up and lengthen with an inhale. As you exhale, fold to the other side. So the first thing we do is we take this right arm and we lengthen. And then we push into the hip, bend the elbow, and move the shoulder down, away from the ear. If you like the rotation, shift the right shoulder back, moving the chest. Make sure your upper body is rotating. You don't want to do this. And lead with the neck. You want it to come from the torso. And then rotate forward and down. Now remember, I said forehead towards the knee. It does not have to touch. If you're up here, this is a great place to be. As long as you're feeling the stretch, you're exactly where you need to be. Now stay down and walk your hands to the center. And come back into that center fold. But this time, walk the hands out as long as you can. Keep lengthening. Feel the stretch come through the shoulder and reach through the hands. Now shift your gaze to your hands. Kind of coming to a little spinal twist here. So we're going to leave our left hand right where it is. Take the right hand straight back and let the torso open up to the right side of your room, finding as much rotation as feels right. Don't overdo it. Lengthen, and then come forward. Now remember, if you're working out at home, a lot of times in class, take the other arm back and reach. I'll look over at somebody and see their face and kind of remind them that maybe they're overdoing it a little bit. When you're at home, you really have to be self-aware and self-monitor. Don't go too far, too fast. Bring it back to center. Add a little shoulder rotation here. So bring the right arm overhead. Keep that left hand on the floor. And reach and open. And then come back up and bring it down. And the other side. And then bring it back down. And walk the hands in. And let's come on to all fours. However way you get to all fours is the right way. All right, we're going to make sure our knees are right under our hips, so we don't want to look like this. We want to make sure our hands are in line with our shoulders and spread our fingers apart. And right here, put some weight onto your hands. Don't leave it all for the knees to absorb, right? All right. Settle. And then just start moving the hips from side to side, or around in a circle, or take some cat and cows. Whatever loosens up the back for you and starts to prepare for more energy. So we're going to move into a little bit more of an active state now. All right, so not so gentle here. Keep moving, start to speed things up. And then let's bring the forearms to the floor. When you're ready, there's no rush. So if you want a few more cat and cows, you can stay there. When you're ready to move on, we're going to push the chest towards the floor, push the tailbone up behind you into a puppy dog stretch, and then right back to a child's pose. And when you come back into the child's pose, find your breath. Start to create a little rhythm with your breath. All right, let's come to all fours and then come into a kneeling plank. So look at our thighs. You want to come forward so that your thighs are on a diagonal. I'm going to quickly turn to the side so you can see that. So kneeling plank is here. It's not here. These are all fours or horse stance. It's right here. It's also not here. No hip sagging. This is not a plank. We're pushing up. In fact, you can push your tailbone up a little bit there. All right, so now bend the elbows and lower the chest to the floor. Quick back exercise. Elbows under the shoulder, forearms to the floor. Push the shoulders away from the ears and lift the chest. Right here, I want you to see how your back feels. Take some deep breaths. You always want to move slowly and listen to your back. Don't push things with your back. So for those of you who are craving more, we're going to lift our elbows a little bit. If you're not, stay where you are. It's just great to be right here. But if you want more, you can push into the floor. And if you're really looking for a lot and your back is okay with it, you can come here, but you want to push the shoulders away from the ears. See that difference? All right, let's roll down. And now bring the hands back by the ribs. And let's squeeze our butt to brace our back. Inhale, lift the chest away from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up to baby cobra and stay there or press the hands gently into the floor and come into a higher cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. So now you know where you want your cobra to be. Release. Come up into a cobra. And then back into child's pose. And then come forward to kneeling plank with an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Bring it to all fours. Now, anytime you don't want to do down dog, you can substitute with child's pose. Tuck your toes. Press into the floor for down dog. Lift the hips. Now you push into the floor. Move your chest towards your thighs. Drop the head. Push the heels down. The legs are bent or straight. Now lift up high on your toes and roll forward into a plank. Knees or toes, bend the elbows. You can lower all the way or halfway. Tops of feet on the floor. Come to cobra or up dog. And then roll back to down dog. Walk your feet up to your hands at the front of the mat. So come all the way to the front of your mat so you're not taken by surprise and run out of mat. Pull the stomach in, bring the chest to the thighs, pay attention to your back. If your back is bothering you, forearms to thighs, more of a bend in your knees. If your back is just fine, drop the arms, maybe grab opposite elbows and pull your head down and deepen your stretch. Getting ready to come into our sun salutations. Release the hands to the floor. And this time we're all going to stay on at the same pace. So bend the knees, roll all the way up, and come right back down. Bring the hands to the shins, press into a flat back extension, and then release into fold. Bend the knees a little, roll up with an inhale. Exhale, push the hips back, chest leads the way. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale and fold. Inhale up, last time. Exhale, fold. Press. We're going to go back up in a second, right here. But we're going to move into our flow. Down. Right leg back as long as you can so the left knee is a straight line with the ankle. And then bring the knee to the floor gently and sink forward into the quad stretch. Bring the left foot straight back to child's pose. And then come forward to a kneeling plank. Weight in the hands. Bend the elbows, crocodile down. Squeeze the butt to brace the back, lift the chest, baby cobra, and then come just to all fours. Drop the head as you bring the right leg up, right foot up. Bend the elbows, drop the head. Now kick it through to lunge. Move the right hand out of the way. Twist right. Drop the hand. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Step the feet together. And then drop the head and fold. Rise. Inhale here. Exhale as you fold. Little bend to the knees here. Bring the left foot way back into the lunge. And then sink the hips, lift the chest. And then gently drop the knee. Sink forward to get that nice quad stretch. And then right back to child's pose. Now come forward to kneeling plank. Lean on the hands. And this time, see if you can only tap the chest down. And then pelvis down. Heel away from the floor into a baby or a full cobra, and then come to all fours. Left leg up, kick it through to lunge, twist left, drop the hand and step the feet together and fold. Rise, fold, right leg back, lunge. Now take your option, knee down or knee up, down dog or child's pose. Plank, knees or toes, lower down, cobra or push to up dog, and then down dog, or all fours. Right leg up, kick it through to lunge. So you twist right and hold it here. Bring the back of the hand to the lower back, open up here. Bring your hand back down to lunge. Step the feet together, forward fold, take an exhale and push, relax into your fold. Roll up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, lunge. Down dog, always have the option for child's. Come to plank. Now lower all the way, some of you might be ready to halfway and hover, tops of feet. Cobra or up dog, down dog, or all fours. Left leg up, kick it through to lunge. Twist left, hold it here. Wrap. Really open up. All right, bring the hand back down, feet together, fold. If you need to stay with the options, stay with the options. We're gonna both come into the advanced. All right, inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back, lunge. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank, lift up and roll. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, push the chest forward. Exhale, roll back. Down dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog, long, straight, and high. Inhale, kick it through the lunge. Exhale. Twist right, inhale. Hold. Exhale, open up the shoulder. Now you can stay here or come with us. Fingertips to floor. Left hand to outside right thigh. Lift the torso, reach and twist. Now lunge, feet together, fold. Rise. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. You with us? Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, long, high and straight. Get the foot high, ahead, low. Kick it through to lunge. Twist left. Inhale. Exhale as you wrap. Now, fingertips of the hand on the floor. Bring it to the outside of the thigh. Reach back. Lunge. Feet together, fold. All right, you ready? Let's go faster. Come up. Fold. Right leg back, lunge. Down dog. Plank. Crocodile. Cobra, up dog. Down dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Kick it through lunge. Twist. And wrap. Hands. Come up. Twist. And reach. Crescent lunge. Arms up. Sink. And lift the chest. Open. Lunge. together, fold. Rise. Fold. Left leg back lunge. Down dog. Plank. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg up three-legged. Kick it through lunge. Twist. Wrap. Come up. Wrap around. Reach. Lunge. Crescent lunge. Crescent lunge. Crescent. Woo. Got carried away. Lunge. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Fold. And hold. Bend the knees. Step or jump to plank. Down dog. Push deep into the down dog. Bend the knees and crouch. Right foot outside. Right hand. Wide lunge. Down dog. Left. Down dog. Let's speed it up. Let's go. Right. Down dog. Left. Down dog. Right. Down dog. Left. Hold down dog. Bend the knees. Can you bring both feet outside both hands for a wide squat? Sink. Prayer. How'd you do?
Liked it. That's fun.
Should be a little breathless, maybe? Alright, nice deep breath here. Really breathe. Push hands together, open the hips. Alright, hands to the floor, press into the floor, straighten the legs. Drop the head. Nice deep breath. Alright, bring the feet under the hips. Palms together. Roll all the way up. Lengthen. Now squeeze the butt, push the hips forward, lift the chest. Baby back bend. Come to high squat. Alright, come back up, baby back bend. Hands to heart center. Let the hands fall, mountain pose. Bring the right leg straight back. Foot is on a diagonal. Little bend to the left knee. Square the hips and shoulders to the front. Warrior one, let's sink. Push into the back heel. Lift the arms, inhale. As you exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Nice. And breathe. Alright, let the arms fall. Clasp behind your back. Hold the chest open. Fold in half. Look at your front foot. Bring your chest to your knee. Alright, so now, if you want to show the option, Linda? You want to bring your shoulder to the inside of the knee? Two options here. Alright, come back up and don't let the front leg straighten. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, come down. Either stay up or come to the inside. Lift up. Stay low in the legs. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale, open. Bring the hands to the floor. In front of your foot, lift the back heel. Turn the toes to the front. Now, take the back foot in a little bit. Lean on your front leg and lift the back leg. Lift the right leg, drop your head. If you can, straighten your standing leg. You might stay here, or you might bring your right hand to your hip, looking to the right side of the room. You might stay here, or hand to ceiling. This might be enough, or you might hover the hand above the floor. And then come to forward fold. And roll up, palms together, lengthen. Inhale. Baby back bend, exhale. Hands to heart center. Mountain pose. Left foot back. Plant the left heel, push into the heel. Foot is on a diagonal so that we can square our hips and shoulders to the front. Sink into that right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders down. All right, don't be afraid to go deep into that right leg. Just make sure you're pushing into the back heel. Open the arms. Find the clasp behind your back. Pull the shoulders back, push the chest forward, arms come up, inhale, exhale, fold. Take your fold wherever you want it. Inhale, come back up. But keep the bend in that right leg. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come down. Alright, one more time, come up. Arms up overhead with an inhale. Alright, exhale, open, bring the hands to the floor. In front of your foot, take the weight off the back foot. Shift the weight forward, lift the foot up, drop the head. Now let's see how straight we can make the legs, especially the leg in the air. Imagine your forehead is touching your knee and your foot is straight up to the ceiling. Alright, maybe you're ready to bring left hand to left hip. Turn the torso towards the left, maybe look to the left or down, wherever you feel more balanced. Maybe hand comes to ceiling. Maybe you hover the hand above the floor. And then forward fold. Oh, Linda, yours is beautiful today. Let the hands hang, deepen the fold. And roll up. Today wasn't my best day for that move, but we have to accept that, right? And just go with what happens. Alright. We're going to move our mats horizontally now. So shift your mat the opposite direction with us. This would be a good time to grab a sip of water if you're feeling that you'd like that, right? Perfect. Alright, so we have a little moment here to get situated. And I'm just taking it slow because you're at home, and if in case I took you by surprise with that, you might need to shift your furniture around a little.
Your couch.
I'm stalling because I didn't tell you about this to begin with like I should have. So, in case you need to move some furniture, right? You can always pause it though, yes?
Yes.
Alright, shake your legs out a little bit. Just bend side to side. That's it. Alright, now, bring the settle. Turn the toes to the front so that the edges of your feet are in line with the edges of your mat. Don't be afraid to open wide. We're going to go into our warrior twos. Shoulders back, chest forward. Let's turn the right foot to the right. We're going to line the knee up with the ankle. So if you were here and your knee goes like this, it means you have to bring this foot back further. If your knee is way back here and you can't get it over your ankle, it means you have to be a little more narrow. So set it up so you're in a straight line with your ankle. You should feel it all in the thigh, not in the knee. Take your shoulders and bring them to the front, right in line with your hips. Now if this knee starts caving, check your foot, make sure your toes are not turned in. Keep them open. Alright, square to the front, hands to shoulder height. Squeeze the shoulder blades and open for warrior two. Right, that's it. Right arm up, left arm down. Now lift from the hip, arch the spine, not the arm. So none of this. Up here and reach. Extended warrior, forearm to thigh. Now instead of leaning like this, lift up. Arm comes overhead, lines up with your ear. So you have a diagonal line from hand to foot. Not here. You want to be here. Sink the hip. Bend into the knee. Alright, let's flow this. From the waist down, we stay still. Sun warrior. Extended warrior. You're not moving that leg, are you? Don't move that leg. Sun warrior. Sink. Lift. Extended warrior. push this hip down into the knee. Now without moving the legs, come back to warrior two. You should be really ready for me to say straighten the leg.
Yes.
All right. Ready? Straighten the leg, arm comes up. Reverse angle. Find length, and then come back to center. Triangle pose. So you take your right arm, reach, keep it up here, push into your hip. You can have a little bend, or preferably no bend. Drop the hand and lift up. So now, I want you to watch the difference between Linda and I. She's going to stay with a beautiful correct form, and watch what happens to me. In an effort to go lower, sometimes we wind up here. Being low is not what the triangle pose is about. It's about being open and long. So look at that difference. So even if you're up here, much better than being down here. Lengthen. Come up to center. And let's take the right foot, turn it towards us. And left foot turns out. Make sure your toes aren't here because your knees will cave. Open up. Knee over ankle, square to the front. Hands shoulder height. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest, and then sink to where you want to be. So look, I don't know what you did yesterday. Did you do like 150 squats yesterday? Maybe you want to be up here. Did you do our bar workout? You might want to be up here. Did you do nothing yesterday? Get down here, right? Alright, so you decide, but be honest with yourself. Because remember, if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself, right? Alright, Sun Warrior, lift and arch. Think about all the times you said that to your kids. Comes back to haunt you in your class. Alright, Extended Warrior. Now get that hip down. So none of this, right? Get down here. Lift the chest. Rotate the shoulder back. None of this either. If you're going here, you shouldn't look like this. You should look like this. All right. So we're going to kind of start with a flow from the waist down, perfectly still. Flow back. And come forward. Flow back to sun. Come back to extended. And then right back to warrior two without moving the legs. Right there. All right, reverse. Angle, straighten everything. Lean back as far as you can. Triangle pose. So we come to center first. Try to keep this leg straight. Push into the hip. Arms, one arm down, one arm up. So think about this. Reach for the ceiling and the floor at the same time. Everybody's so anxious to prove they can get down to the floor. But it's really about lengthening and opening. Alright, then come up. Turn the toes out a little bit. Inhale the arms up. Open the chest. Exhale, push the hips back and fold. Hands to the floor, drop the head. Alright, so listen. You have a couple moments of freedom here. Do what feels good. You want to bend the knees a little? Do it. One knee at a time, do it. You want to open wide and bring your head down to the floor? Do it. Arms can do whatever you like also. Experiment for a moment or two. But breathe deep. Alright, bend the knees, hands to thighs. Push up, keep the knees bent, quiet jump. Alright, now listen. We're going to set up tree pose. Right heel pushes into the ankle, open the hips, shoulders back. Press the hands together, heart center to engage the upper body. All right, tip of your toe, cover the foot, not against the knee. If you want, just give this a try. Right hand tap, right ankle. Press into the inner thigh. But do what you're ready for. You want to find a place that both challenges you, but that you can sustain. All right, so find your spot, set your gaze. And we have to accept it when our balance isn't there, right? All right, Linda's got the advance, I can see that. All right, arms up. Let the arms fall. All right, did you get the name of the song yet? Patience comes up. That's what balance is all about. Open the fingers, patience. Take the right leg to the back corner of the room, straighten the leg, lift the chest, lift the leg, and release. All right, left foot, heel, engage, and press. You're already balancing, you're not on 2 flat feet, so if you're here, this is great. Tip of your toe, foot to calf, or bring it above the knee. Push into the hip a little bit, engage the upper body. Make sure it's sustainable because we're going to challenge ourselves further with our arms. So your foot doesn't need to be all the way up here. All right, ready? Arms up. Inhale. Open and let them fall. Keep the chest lifted as you exhale. Bring them right back up with an inhale. Spread the fingers out. And then take the leg to the back corner. Straighten. Lift everything. And then release. Left arm up. Now straighten the body here. Tighten the core. Lengthen. Take your right hand. Lift the right foot. Grab from the outside if you need to, the inside if you can. Knee stays wide if that helps you, but if you're ready to advance a little, bring your knees together. Bring your heel to your butt. Straighten and tighten that body. And listen, just go forward a little bit. Find a place that is completely sustainable. And just stay there. Set your gaze. Be in the moment. Feel accomplished. Now, you already did the pose, so you don't need to care what happens next. Tip forward, bring the foot higher. Bring the knee higher, shift the gaze down. Come back up. And right into a windmill. Right arm up, left arm down. Lengthen. Grab the outside if you need to, the inside if you can. If this helps you, stay wide or come all the way to knees together. Bring the heel closer to the butt. Lift the chest. Tip forward. Find your spot. Stay there. Be in the moment. And then go past your comfort zone. See what happens. Come back up as gracefully as you can. And the windmill. Nice job.
I like those windmills.
Oh, yeah, they always feel good, right? All right, let's come down to the floor. So let's come into a squat. We're gonna bring our forearms to our thighs. Just relax, shake it off. Getting ready to come into the second half of class now. All right, so you can come straight down or bring your hands to the floor. Just a little caution for your knees, right? Lean on your hands and see if you can find a spot where your heels touch the floor. Now in class, I see a lot of people they just look and they're like, no, can't do that. But if I encourage them to change the width of their feet, that's often what does it. So, maybe not, but at least try. You can't go by somebody else's width, I feel, right? Everyone's body is different torso to leg ratios, so I think it's going to be a little different for people. Press your hands together. Now, if you don't enjoy this pose, don't do it. Come to seated. You shouldn't do anything that doesn't feel right for our body. This is another one. I feel like we either love it or hate it. Nice deep breaths. All right, let's come to seated. And we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together. press them together, and then open up the top edge of the feet. Bring the hands behind you. Lean back. Push the knees down and lift the chest. The gaze is wherever it feels good on your neck. Always make sure your neck feels good. That's my philosophy on how to position the head. Make sure the neck feels good. All right, now come to fingertips and walk the hands in a little so the shoulders are right in line with your hips. You feel that extra intensity on the inner hips. Push the knees down and then walk it in. Keep the chest lifted. Tip from the hips, flat back. Chest towards the feet. Notice I didn't drop my head. You should be looking at it still. If you can't see me, you dropped your head too soon. Go down a little lower. All right, now, only when you're sure there's nowhere else to go, hands over the feet, drop the head. All right, so what I'm about to do next, I think is a little gutsy to do on video, to be honest.
Okay.
You'll understand why I said that in a second. I contemplated this, so if it's inappropriate, I made a mistake. All right, we're gonna take our index and our middle finger onto our big toes. Lean back. Lift the feet. Can you balance? We have to fire up our core for this, all right? So turn your abs on, turn your back on, bring your right leg up. Now this isn't about being straight, it's about finding the stretch. So if you find the stretch here, don't think you're doing it wrong. You're doing it where you are right now. Change legs. Both. See what I mean? All right, let go and hold on to the ankles and straighten the legs. No hands. You gotta engage the core if it's taking you by surprise. Just do it more often. Feet together, or take core, pull it in, or take the core class. Pull the feet in, good segue, Linda. Feet and knees together, bridge. You can be here. You can be here for less, here for more. Want more? Go here. Want more? Go here. Flex the feet, lift, reach, and relax. All right, come on up to center. Open the legs into a straddle. But right away, let's bend the left. So bend your left. Bring your foot in. Flex your right foot. Fingertips to the floor. Press into the floor, straighten the spine. Shoulders back. Now decide. My foot's on kind of a diagonal. If I want a little more, I could open it a little bit more. So find where it feels right for you. All right, lift. Now take your right hand, slide it down your leg. You might just go to your shin, ankle, or all the way to the toe. Find a place you can anchor. Don't strain to get anywhere. You should feel a moderate stretch right now. All right, take the right shoulder, the left shoulder. Lift it up and back. Rotate. Bring your hand to wherever helps you sustain that rotation. And now if you want a little more intensity, take your right arm, bend the elbow a little bit or all the way to the knee, or bring the elbow in front of the knee, or the whole forearm to the floor. Only do this if you can get the whole forearm. So if you're here, I would rather you be here. All right, so you have that rotation and that lean. If your shoulder allows, add length by reaching the hand straight up to the ceiling. Find length. If your shoulder doesn't like it, bring it back to the hip. Or maintain the length, maintain the rotation, arm lines up with the ear, side bend. All right, now notice right here. Notice I'm not doing this just to get to my foot. We lose the stretch here. This isn't more of a stretch, this is less. You want to maintain the rotation. All right, come up. Bring your hand right to the floor. Left hand right to the floor. Take your right leg, bring it out long, inside the edge of the foot. Bend the elbow. Right arm overhead. Line up with the ear and round. Up and open. Lift the elbow and then come up. to rotate here. So your right shoulder would go back, chest towards the ceiling. And then just release. Turn towards your right leg. Walk down your leg. Find your spot. Hold it and breathe deeply. Nice deep breaths. Release the hands, walk it back in, and just change the legs. And let's set it up on the other side. Fingertips to the floor, straighten the spine. Shoulders back, chest forward. Flex the left foot, and then see if you want to be more open. Alright, take the left hand, find your spot, wherever it might be, somewhere that you can anchor. Take the shoulder. This is your right shoulder, right? Bring it up and back, rotate. Find a place where your hand can support that rotation. For more intensity, elbow here, 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 or here. But most of all, you're trying to get a rotation right now, more than anything. We want to maintain that rotation while we add length. Palm towards us. Reach. Now maintain the rotation and the length. Line the arm up with the ear and come into that side bend. Now take a big inhale. Exhale, come deeper. Keep that arm lined up with the ear. Don't let it fall in front of the face. That's where the stretch really is. Arm up, hand to the floor. Now bring that leg to the inside edge, elbow to the floor, arm up, and then around and reach for the floor. Come up and open, lift the elbow, and then lift the hips. Reach, and then round. And if you want to add the rotation, left shoulder back, chest towards the ceiling, push the hips forward. Gaze wherever it feels good on the neck, and then release. Rotate towards your left leg, walk down, find your spot, and hold. Now breathe deep here. That's what's really going to get you into the stretch. You shouldn't be pulling so that you feel a strain. You should take it as deep as you can and then be able to relax. Alright, and then walk it up. Take your left leg and see if you can cross it over. Now, if you're not able to cross it and settle straight, feel free to bring the foot here or here. Mainly, this is the least important part. What you want to be able to do is straighten the spine. Be right here. Shoulders back and down. Feel settled in the hips, long in the spine. Alright, take your left arm, hand up, and reach behind you for a little shoulder rotation. And then take your right hand and bring it to the outside of the leg. Hand, arm, or elbow, whatever feels right. And just enjoy your twist. You can stay here. Or, alright, this is going to take me a moment to think about it because I'm being on a video, not in a live class, alright? So let's see. This is your right hand. Take your right hand to your left foot, which is over on your right side. I think I said that correctly. Lengthen the leg. We have enough trouble with this in class, right? Never mind about someone sitting in front of me. Reach. That's it. Now lengthen. Lift the spine. Open the chest. release. And then turn your body to the open side of the twist. Take your left arm, press it into the leg. Twist. And breathe. Now bring your hands to the floor, to the mat. Right? Line up with the edge of the mat, right in front of it. Point your thumbs towards each other. Take the shoulder closest to us, so this should be your left shoulder. Bring it forward and shift the other one back. Are you feeling a twist in your mid-back?
Yes.
A couple people, most people really love this one. Some people don't find the stretch. So if you don't find it, it's just not your stretch, but it should target a place that's really hard to stretch. You can bend your elbows, you can bring your forearms down, and it's not about what's more advanced. It's about wherever you feel the stretch. So Linda has a really flat back with her forearms down, but if that's not where you are, it's not that it would be less advanced or more advanced. It's just about where you find it in the middle. Alright, let's come up. And then change the legs. So let's bring your left leg over. But remember, where can you settle? Straighten the spine. So bring the arm, the right arm up, open, and then find your twist. So when you twist, I like to say, the closer to the waist, the deeper the twist, the closer to the neck, the more gentle the twist. So not from the abs, chest, with the shoulders, the neck, just a gentle glance, not really a stretch or a strain. And make sure that your right hand is pushing into the floor, supporting your spine. If you want to go for the leg lift, let's go through this slowly. It is your left hand to your right foot, which is on your left side. Straighten the leg, lengthen the arm, spine, chest, and then release. Come to the open side, take your right arm, press it into the inside of the leg, twist. Find your spot. You can stay here, or bring the hands out in front of you. Line the thumbs, let this hip lift. Now twist the shoulders so that they even out. Bend your elbows as much or as little as you want to find the twist. Experiment with the placement of your hands, your arms, the width of your arms, and just find the best stretch for you. And then come up. Bring the right foot onto the thigh. Fix this leg on the floor. Half lotus.
I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah. Thigh, calf, or floor. So everybody right now, you should all be with your right foot in front, okay? Alright, bring the arms out. Open the chest. Nice deep breath. So make sure your right foot is in front or on top. Left arm comes up. Bend your elbow. Bring your hand below your neck. And then take your right hand to the elbow. All right, so you stay right there with Linda. I'm going to turn around, and you're going to get a double view. So you know what it should look like from the back and the front. All right, so let's see if this is my good side of my back. So we're getting a stretch in the tricep. Now hold it down, press your hand into your back. Take your right arm, bring the back of your hand. Point your fingers towards each other. Now, instead of rounding the mat where you make the surface area bigger, arch. Move your fingertips toward one another. So top shoulder and really open it and lift the chin. And that should give you the same stretch in the shoulder without the bind. Drop the hands. Inhale, up overhead. Exhale, bring the chest forward and reach. Sweep the arms out to the side. Inhale. And exhale. And reach. Inhale. And exhale. And stay down. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Walk the hands in. Change legs. I feel like you want to stay there longer in that fold, yes? Alright, that's a signal now. I like to pick up on those signals, so. Because if you felt that, people at home probably felt that too.
Maybe not.
Alright, bring the arms out to the side. Alright, bring the hand up. Hand to elbow. And push it down. Alright, now lift that chin. Arch rather than round. Alright, left hand comes around. Reach for the fingertips. Remember, if you can bind, now just lift the chest and arch the back. And the more you press the back of your hand into your back and open the elbow. Linda likes a little tilt. She needs that tilt, I think, to get the stretch. You already feel the stretch. I don't need the tilt, so I don't tend to tilt. So you do where you feel the stretch. And if you're not binding, just press and arch. Alright, drop the hands. Inhale. It's okay to have variations. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, come up and sweep. You don't all have to do it exactly the same. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it down. Stay here and just relax. Alright, let's bring ourselves back up. We're going to take our right foot over here, your left foot, our right foot, your left, and bring the shin parallel to the front of the mat, to the edge of the mat. So we're sitting with two 90-degree angles. Let's bring our hands right here flat on the floor and bring the shoulders round. Even them out. Come down. Bring the forearms to the floor. Just give yourself a nice little relaxing stretch. You can stay right here or straighten your right leg and then roll into a full pigeon. Forearms on the floor or make a little pillow for your head. Now wherever you are, take a big deep breath. Relax the shoulders. Alright, now bring the hands to the floor. Push into the floor, lift the chest. Shoulders away from the ears, so don't squish up like that. Open up. Now bend your right leg. Point your toes to the ceiling. This might be enough if you want a little more. Take your right arm back. Hook onto your foot. And pull it in, heel closer to the butt, and if you want a little more, see if you can come to the inside. You could be up or a little down. Maybe your arm reaches up, and maybe you come into a bind. Should feel a nice stretch in the quadricep muscle. Lift the chest. Try to shift the gaze up a little bit and then release. Let's come to the other side. So take your right Try to start off with your shin parallel to the edge of your mat. Foot behind you. Set your hands up. Now try to line up your thumbs. This makes it easier to bring the shoulders in a straight line with one another. And then come down. Drop the head. If you want a little more, straighten your left leg and then roll over. Press into the hips. Stand forearms and make a little pillow for your head. Relax, find your spot. And then take a deep breath. Bring your hands to the floor, push into the floor, support yourself, your shoulders away from the ears. Open the chest, and then bend the left knee. Point the toes to the ceiling, bring the arm back. Pull it in, and then decide where you want to go with it, or what you're ready for. Maybe you're ready to bind. Release or fall out of it like I did. Did you do a nice graceful release like that? That's good. At least one of us did, right? That's the benefit of having two. All right. Now, if you're feeling a little chilly and you'd like a sweater or socks or a blanket, feel free to get that now to have it by your side. But we're not going to use it right away. Just have some little stretches on our back before we go into the meditation. So let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale, roll back. Come straight down on the floor. Just listen to the water, the sound of the water. Imagine it kind of washing over you. Choose a leg, any leg. Reach behind the thigh and pull the thigh into the chest. The other leg is bent with your foot on the floor. Now pull your thigh right to your chest. And don't let the thigh come away from the chest. Straighten the leg only enough until that point where if you go further, the leg's going to move here. We want to keep the thigh onto the chest. Some of us, our leg will only straighten this much. So go as far as you can with keeping the thigh to the chest. Use that foot on the floor for a little leverage. Feel where the stretch is in your leg, and now we're going to change the focus. Straighten your leg completely. If it moves away, that's okay, but don't do it on purpose. Take the bend completely out of the knee, and then straighten the leg on the floor, and just find as much length as you can. If your muscles start to shake, back off a little bit. Think of your muscles as a rubber band. If you pull a rubber band and it starts to shake and quiver, the next thing it's going to do is tear. You don't need to keep pulling. What you need to do is go to your maximum and then hold it. And then just put the leg foot back on the floor. Hug the other leg in. Thigh to chest. Pull it in nice and close. Start to straighten the leg. Again, only as much as you can without the thigh pulling away from the chest. And then change the focus. Straighten the leg completely. Take the bend out of the knee. Relax the shoulders and then straighten the leg on the floor. And then release the leg down. And just settle. And just move your head from side to side. See how your neck feels. See how it feels to have your body laid out flat. If it bothers your back, try bringing your feet as wide as your mat and having your knees holding one another up. This allows you might feel more comfortable on your back. If you have your knees here, you have to hold them in place. If you have them meeting in the middle, They hold one another up. Just let go completely. Soften around the eyelids. Make sure they're not squeezing shut. They're just gently closed. Make sure you're not squeezing your lips together, pressing them together. Just let the jaw relax. All the muscles in the face relaxing will help relax the rest of the body. If you have the urge to move, then keep the movement soft and gentle. Take one long, big, slow breath in. And then fully exhale. And then let your breathing just return to normal without controlling it. Imagine the water washing over you, massaging away any last little bits of tension. The quiet sets in. Start to notice sounds around you that you didn't notice before. Notice how you could stay in the place you're in mentally, but still be aware of your surroundings. Being aware of your surroundings, but not letting them affect you. Start to bring yourself back into the present moment. Maybe opening the eyes. Start to move the fingers and the toes. And when you're ready, reach your arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then try hugging the knees into the chest, unless something else feels inviting for you. Maybe circling the knees or just rolling side to side. And some people like to roll onto one side. So you can do that, or you could just roll yourself right up when you feel ready. I always prefer the roll straight up. When you roll to one side into the fetal position, it's like a reawakening or a rebirth. Sometimes just a nice physical transition, signifying nothing but that, more than that. Just settle your arms on your thighs, seated in whatever position is comfortable. Remembering how we started class, with a nice elongated neck and an elongated spine, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the pressure off of the lower back. Just focus your mind on how you want to feel for the rest of the day.